What's up, Dream Team?
It's your girl Fatimthedream.
And Christian V back on the scene with another video. We back on our grind. Stay glued to the screen. It's reaction time. Hey.
So today, guys, we're going to be doing a reaction to 73 questions with Nicki Minaj. Vogue. Nicki Minaj recently did a Vogue magazine, photo shoot and all that good stuff.
73 questions, though?
Yes. And somebody suggested us to react to this video, which I was already telling Babe we need to, because it was kind of trending. So here we are, and like we used to do,
I didn't know it was 73 questions though.
Like we used to do, and we still do. We're gonna give you a shout out, and shout out to D Mills 8037 for suggesting or for requesting this reaction video. If you guys would like a shout out, don't forget to comment down below any video you guys would like to see our reaction to, because we have no problem presenting them to you. Also, give this video a big thumbs up.
Whatsoever. You know what it is? I don't got a problem watching Nicki Minaj stuff. It's just that 73 questions though, like,
I'm sure it's gonna go fast. I don't
20 minutes. You know what? Alright, you know what? Let me stop. Alright, let's.
Don't forget to comment down below any video you guys would like to see our reaction to, because we have no problem presenting them to you.
Yo, none whatsoever.
Anyway, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button, because we're on the road to 30K, and the only way we're going to get there is if you join the team, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into this video.
Let's do it.
Joe, how are ya?
Hi, Nicki. How are you doing?
I'm blessed, and you?
I'm fantastic. If you knew just how many of your fans have asked for this.
I know. They have made me aware. Thanks, Barbs.
73 questions, Nicki Minaj, this is happening. Let's do this.
Alright,
Come on
let's
in,
do
boy.
this.
Let's do
Now, before we
it.
begin, I just want to say how beautiful the drive was here, and it's even prettier in here.
I love the
Thank
jacket.
you.
Can you tell the audience where we are right now?
We are in Malibu, California at the recording studio.
Yes, we are. And what precisely were you doing just before I arrived?
Actually, I was working on a very special lyric.
And it's in the studio where most of the lyric working happens, right?
Yes.
And how are you feeling about life these days?
Blessed, happy, thankful, grateful.
Given that we're in Malibu, what would you say is the biggest difference between life in New York and in LA?
New York has the queen.
Yes, it does. And how would you describe yourself to the few people on Earth who may not know who you are?
Pink. Rapper. Animated.
That checks out. Now, you gotta know how excited I am for your next album, and that you recorded it here
I did.
is pretty cool. So what exactly does a typical day at work in the studio look like for you?
Well, I tend to listen to the beat, and then I get a vibe for it, and if it's something that I love, then I go on the mic. My engineer Juice records me. I lay some ideas down, and then I listen to them, and then I write it based on what reference I loved the most.
Okay.
And then I record, and then we listen for days, sometimes months, sometimes years, and then one day it comes out.
I'm so sorry if this is being forward, but could you freestyle a few bars for me right now? Because I can tell you Anna will love it.
What? That's scary. What if she doesn't like it?
How could she not?
You don't understand how, like, I get it. We're supposed to be.
No pressure.
First, I'd like to say that
You know, her
if
process
you know this, Joe, but I definitely have
freestyling then.
mentioned her in my songs before.
Oh, I know.
But this one obviously would be a lot more special. So let me think.
Take your time.
Come on, pick a bar, man.
You got this.
You know you got her. She got a couple in the clip. Well, no one never said you can't rap.
Okay, let me think.
You know what I'm saying? If I ever said that shit.
Think about it, sis.
Okay. I heard them who they sent for. Said you were 10, you must have meant 4. Hot in the summer and the winter. Hello, and the winter.
Yes. Mission accomplished. Now, you usually record in both of these rooms or just this one?
Yes. Come on in.
Okay, getting a full tour here. Now, what exactly is the difference between these two rooms?
That was a real freestyle.
You are entering the room where after I leave there, I come here, I sit there, Drew sits here, and we begin listening back to the iconic music we created.
Now, you've collaborated with so many artists in your career. I was wondering if you'd be willing to describe a few in just one word.
Okay?
Ariana Grande,
Ponytail,
Elton John,
glasses,
Beyonce.
blonde, hair,
This is all true. Who's another artist you'd work with?
Miss Lauryn Hill.
What inspired the title for your next album?
A feeling of whole circleness.
And why did you call...
I'm sorry. Joe, I'm sorry. A feeling of full circleness.
All good. Now, why did you call your first album Pink Friday?
Well, I wanted something that represented my favorite color, pink. And another member of my team at that time.
She said it once, and then she
Pink Friday. I fell in love right away.
I thought it was right.
Now, if you were to describe the look for this next album in a single word or idea, what would it be?
Vêtements. I mean, or as I said it on my album, vitamins.
Now, you've also said that Jay-Z, Foxy Brown, and Lil Wayne were some of your biggest influences when you were coming up. Let's do it. We should just be in time for sunset. So, Nicki, I wanted to ask, what would you say is your favorite feature not by Nicki Minaj?
I would say If I Rule the World, Nas and Lauryn Hill.
Good one. And what is the one song with 100% certainty that'll make you cry?
Hello by Adele.
I may have a feeling I know the answer to this one, but what was the last great movie that you watched?
Barbie.
Yep, there it is. Up to or blowout?
I'm definitely in my blowout era.
Freestyle or written verse?
Written verse. I like to write.
And while you are writing, what is your go-to takeout order whenever you need a break?
Foul wings and some French fries, hot sauce and ketchup.
Delicious. And when you think about your times in history in Trinidad, is there a favorite memory that always comes
House
up?
is so nice.
My grandmother, for sure.
Now, what if that question replaced Trinidad with New York City?
The smell of snow.
And when you think of yourself as a child, how would you describe that smaller version of you?
Deep. That was deep.
Hopeful.
When did you first realize you loved performing, entertaining people, being in front of an audience?
Probably around the age of 5.
And when did you first hear the sound of your own voice on the radio?
When I was working at Red Lobster, maybe 17 years ago.
Must have been crazy. And what was the worst part of that job?
Having to constantly wash your clothes because they smell like Red Lobster.
What performance in your career were you most nervous about beforehand?
I don't give two craps about
All of my televised performances early on in my career.
What was the first album you heard that completely changed your life?
It's Education in Lauryn Hill.
I read you wrote your first rap when you were 12 years old.
Yes.
Do you remember any of those lyrics?
Cookies the name, chocolate chip is the flavor. Suck up my style like the cherry lifesaver.
Now I want to go back to Red Lobster for a second. What other jobs did you have before you got signed?
Lots of waitressing, customer service rep, telemarketer, receptionist. And also, I even sold fire extinguishers.
Oh, random assortment of jobs.
17 years ago. Okay.
Which of those jobs did you love the most?
Damn.
Office manager.
Now, you originally uploaded your first mixes to MySpace. If you remember, can you tell me who was in your MySpace top 8?
I have no idea, but I'm sure Lil Wayne was probably one of them.
Probably. And what was your first accent that you think you nailed?
Well, I thought I nailed it, but I'm learning I did not. The Jamaican accent.
Would you like to demonstrate a Jamaican accent for me now?
She just said she's not nothing.
You know.
Thank you.
Hey, I successfully got you to freestyle. I guess I can't ask for it all.
All right, follow me to the house.
Now, Nicki, you were the first woman who signed with Young Money. Do you think that came with any pressure?
Absolute.
When exactly did your alter egos first start to come out in your music?
I think on like 5 Star Chick with Yo Gotti and Bedrock with Young Money, I started tapping in more into like the Barbie persona.
Now, I'd like to list a few other personas. Do you think you could describe each of them with one word?
Sure.
Here we go. Harajuku Barbie.
Japan.
Red Ruby.
The sleeves.
Roman.
Wow, wow.
Now, out of Harajuku Barbie, Red Ruby, or Roman, who is your favorite of the three?
I guess my favorite right now is Red Ruby, but as a whole in our Barb community, I would say Roman.
Okay. And how would you describe your fashion and style early in your career?
Kooky.
Does that word still describe your style today?
I wouldn't say so.
When did your fans first start calling themselves Barbs?
I gave them that name because first I was calling them Barbies because I was calling myself Barbie. And then I just thought that Barbs sounded more like a term of endearment. And it stuck.
I like it. What did you think when you first saw your official Barbie?
Oh gosh. Well, I just was very emotional, grateful, couldn't believe it, ecstatic.
Yeah, it was amazing. Now, shifting gears, if you could eat only one food from a bodega for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Well, definitely it would be a sandwich, turkey, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, salt, pepper, oil, and vinegar, jalapenos, mayonnaise, mustard, extra turkey, extra cheese.
Wow, there's a lot going on with that sandwich. Next time I'm at a bodega, I'll order the Nicki Minaj and see what they do.
So would you like to have a drink?
I'd love a drink. Thank you, Nicki.
Okay, come on.
Okay, I'll hang here and enjoy the sunset while you're gone. Now, Nicki, what would you say Queens does better than any other borough?
Get the money.
And out of all the places you've ever given a concert, what's been your favorite city to perform in?
Well, I would say New York.
Well, obviously, New York City has to be the best. And whose style did you look up to the most when you were younger?
I looked up to a specific era of the hip-hop culture where the image of salt and pepper is sort of like really cemented into my psyche at one point. And it's why, till this day, I am in love with bamboo earrings, and I even put bamboo earrings in my Fendi prints online at one time. You have to be very calm. And, you know, you just have to think angle and sharp.
Noted. And what was your favorite Met Gala look?
Yikes.
And what about a typical Nicki Minaj at-home look?
I rather like this look, actually. Dolce & Gabbana on the coat, and Tom Ford on the sneaker. Little wife beater and some jean shorts, nothing too much. Barbie chain, of course.
What was the first designer item you ever bought?
I don't remember, but I remember the first fake designer item I was given from my friend. It was a fake Louis Vuitton.
Ooh. And what clothing item do you have the most of in your closet?
I have a lot of sweaters because I'm always cold.
Who's a new designer that you're super excited about at this moment?
Well, does Rehman count as a new designer or no? Not really. Joe?
Counts for me.
Does it?
Yeah, I love Demno.
Okay, so let me say that. Want me to?
Yeah, shout out to Georgia.
Okay.
What has been the most rewarding part about being a mother?
Every single second of every single day, learning that I was able to love on a whole other level.
That is beautiful. And how did having a baby affect how you recorded your most recent album?
Well, because some of the songs started off being written about 4 years ago, there were songs, I couldn't record sexually explicit songs while I was pregnant. So I ended up just getting turned off for like a very long time, and I had writer's block for a while, even after I had the baby. And so now I'm doing a balance of what I think feels
Finding yourself.
like Nicki Minaj,
Still finding
but
yourself. Hi,
doesn't
artist.
make me, feel like
on that journey, man.
eek.
Yeah.
Yes.
And why did you go with the nickname Papa Bear for your son?
Well, I don't know. I've always been a nickname person. I give everyone I love these nicknames normally, and he actually had a couple nicknames. His first nickname while he was in my stomach was Bubba. And when he came out, it just transformed into Papa Bear. I can't explain it, but when I looked at him, that's what I thought.
It's really cute. Do you see any of yourself in his personality yet? And what is the number one most favorite thing that he loves doing in life?
Swing. Or just be in the pool in any way in water, playing in water.
Can you give me any hint about what his name is?
Sure,
Amazing. So many people have asked me to ask you this.
I can.
Okay, ready for the hint. All right, well, we'll keep it a secret. I read you've been doing voices for him. Will any of these show up in the most recent record?
No, that's for me and him.
Fair enough. I also read that you quoted Lauryn Hill in your high school yearbook.
I did.
What lyric did you use?
To survive is to stay alive in the face of opposition.
Which of your Rap Snacks flavors is your favorite?
I'll never tell.
What did no one tell you about being famous that you really like other people to know?
It is.
I want to hear it.
It's not for the faint of heart.
You once said that being famous comes with a lot of guilt. How do you manage that today?
By just focusing on the positive energy, the love energy, and learning how to love myself enough to realize that I put in my blood, sweat, and tears into this. I deserve it. It's okay.
What celebrity do you have saved in your phone that would completely surprise me or anyone else out there who's a fan of you?
That's a very interesting question. At the moment, I would say the iconic, the legendary, beautiful boss, Anna Wintour.
I wouldn't say I'm completely surprised. When was the last time that you were truly terrified?
My son ran out of the door in the hotel I was at recently and ran in the hallway, as if this was just another part of the house that he thought he was in. And so just for those couple moments, I was terrified.
That is scary. Nicki, what makes zero sense to you?
What makes zero sense to me is thinking that you could ever go up against the Barbs and win.
What is the biggest misconception about you?
That I'm mean.
Would you still consider yourself a homebody?
Yes.
You once said that the thing that motivates you the most is proving to yourself that you can do something. What do you have left to prove to yourself?
If it was all worth it.
I think it was. But Nicki, you've now answered 72 questions. Before I go, I want to ask you. 10 years ago, you said you'd be married with a baby, and that has come true 10 years later. What do you predict for yourself in another 10 years?
Well, guys, that looked like that's the end of that video. That was a long, little lengthy
That video was long, man. Honestly, I was tired of the questions that the interview was asking. I know she was.
Yeah, you seen it. After she got her drink and sat down, it was like.
Now listen, we're not gonna review the interview because we're not reviewing nothing. This is a reaction video. We just give our reaction, like you know what I'm saying. So don't come
I
here.
would say I did learn.
I learned a lot.
I wouldn't say a lot because even though Nicki, I got my faults when it comes to Nicki. Her ass pissing me off, but that's because I'm a diehard fan. I've been listening to her since she came out. I was in high school, freshman year, listening to Nicki when she came out. So it's like sometimes she be doing shit that be pissing me off. But other than that, I learned some interesting things about her.
And I always had a crush on Nicki since I was
she's still a bad bitch.
I mean, you know, I don't have a crush on her now because you feel me. Like I've grown up and I understand.
Everybody loved Nicki.
But everybody at some point had a crush on Nicki Minaj. Like, you know what I'm saying? And thought she was the baddest thing in this world. And she, you know what I'm saying? She's still pretty bad. Like, you know what I mean? But one thing, I'm not saying I learned everything about her. Like, she probably hasn't. But one thing I learned about her in this video is that she thinks a lot.
Yeah.
Like, her brain is like this. Like, you can see it in her eyes. Like those 72 rapid questions was too much. She's probably ready to leave after like maybe the 10th question. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, nah, oh hell no, let's do this. Yeah. I can't just answer. She can't just answer.
Cause certain the questions he was asking, the sad to me, I would have just been like, I don't know, cause I just don't.
She just deaded some of the questions. She was just like, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's Vogue, so it's like, you can tell. Like I see. To me personally, it looked like she really became herself when they were leaving.
Mm-hmm. Yes, relief. Definitely was. Definitely a relief.
Yo, she really became when she left. That's when she like, oh, okay, yeah, woo, dang. Like, it had me thinking hard in here because she ain't gonna say because she too. Her IQ, you can tell her IQ was up there. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why she can't. That's why the answering of the questions, the way he acted. That's why I feel like she come off like kind of robot-y as she was doing it because it's like. Okay, let's go. I'm still thinking about
the last question. You questions, and I just jumped because you could tell because she was jumping, and just answering shit like. And it's like,
she was a little slow. But most people are gonna do that though because like it's really hard. It's really hard to just be okay with if you're a heavy thinker. It's really hard to just be okay with that first. If someone put you in a situation where you're just spitting something out,
asking question on top of question,
you know what I'm saying?
Just give an answer and then bang, the next question.
Then you like, oh, hold up, that last question, like I wasn't even thinking. Yeah. I was thinking, but my real answer is like, you
that's
know.
That's why when she messed up on that other part and she went back and she's like, wait, and she corrected herself. Like she was just trying to keep up with the questions and get him out her face.
So honestly, I didn't know Nicki Minaj was such a heavy thinker, personally. Like, y'all might have known.
You peeped that out. I didn't.
Y'all
might. She said that. Well, I was thinking it watching because she was so trying to be quick, and then when she corrected herself in that other part, it was like, okay, yeah, she's a thinker. Yeah. But now that you said that, it's like, yeah, that is. I didn't know that about her neither.
And that
she don't really do it.
And that will make a whole lot of But see, that will make a whole lot of sense to you. Wouldn't even pick up on certain things that insulted her.
Yeah, and that's why people would misinterpret, think she's mean.
Yeah, but in all reality, she thinks heavy. So when you do something, a million scenarios probably went through her head on what you probably meant by what you did, and then she probably like gets frustrated because she's like, I'm not even trying to think. First of all, I'm not even. I'm Nicki. I'm not even trying to question you. Just not. Fuck you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a big F you. I don't even want to think. I'm thinking too hard right now. Yeah. Like, you know, so it makes sense. I don't know if I'm right about that, but
this is what we're getting from the video.
So anywho, that's the end of this reaction video.
That looked like that's the end of this video, guys. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, comment down below any other reactions you guys would like to see our reaction. Don't forget to comment down below any other videos you guys would like to see our reaction to. We have no problem presenting them to you.
None whatsoever.
Big shout out to you that suggested this video. Also, comment some videos. You know, you can get a shout out as well.
Say his name one more time. Say his name one more time. Say his or her name one more time.
Another shout out to D Mills 8037.
Go looking for the content, bro.
Go looking for that. And don't forget to follow us on our social media. Yeah. My Instagram is Fatimthedream. My TikTok is Fatimthedream, the number 7.
My Instagram is Chris_Envy. So make sure y'all go and follow me there. And my YouTube is at CNV Music. We on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So
subscribe.
Right now we walking. We gotta start running. Like, you know what I'm saying. So make sure y'all go to YouTube. Y'all click in the subscription box. Y'all type in the subscription box bar, CMV Music.
Search bar,
CMV Music, and you go subscribe to my channel and just follow my stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
like we always say, guys,
yes, don't dream your
life,
life,
live your dream. Deuces.
I'll let us.
Oh.